Doctor Who: A Christmas Carol, the 2010 Christmas special, is written by Stephen Moffat and starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill. So Stephen Moffat wanted to make this episode more Christmassy as the end of time was darker and leading to David Tennant's regeneration. Moffat had never been so excited, which I can see why, as I love doing Christmas stories. He admitted that he laughed madly as he wrote the episode during April, and A Christmas Carol was probably his favourite Christmas story, so he wrote the story that's similar, which is a great idea. Obviously Charles Dickens already appeared in The Unquiet Dead, played by Simon Callow, so we get a cool opening where a spaceship is about to crash land on a planet. Captain says Christmas is cancelled, so Amy came in with her policewoman outfit and Rory dressing up as a Roman because they were having fun on honeymoon. Amy hopes the Doctor isn't late again. She does get a message saying come along Pond. Brilliant.
Does that mean it's Christmas?
It is a cool looking planet. It's so Christmassy. So Arthur Darvill has become a regular status as a companion, Rory, starting with this episode. So the family begs Kazran to release Abigail from her freezing chamber so she can have the Christmas with them, but he refuses, as he did with Spaceship landing safely. Michael Gambon played Kazran Sardic, who's a Scrooge in this episode, sort of, as Stephen Moffat described him as more damaged than creepy. Kazran couldn't hit a child because it reminds him when his father hit him when he was a child, which works effectively. The Doctor came to change his past to unfreeze his soul. Michael did a splendid job as he did as Dumbledore. Andy Pryor, the casting director, couldn't believe that Gambon was available and surprised when he accepted the role. Matt Smith, Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill were very honoured to work with him. Stephen Moffat said Michael Gambon is a distinguished an actor as I can imagine, and the fact that he was Dumbledore means that he is already known to millions of children. Lawrence Fletcher and Danny Horn also played young Kazran. They did really well as well. Their acting is brilliant. Toby Haynes, the director, says that acting came naturally to Belcher and he captured the story and drew the audience in. Michael Gambon also played Kazran's dad, Elliot, who takes anyone in for suspended animation in the freezing chamber and also brutally punishes his son by hitting him. Katherine Jenkins played Abigail Pettigrew, who's suffering fatal disease, which is why she was suspended animation in the freezing chamber. She does an excellent job despite she's never acted before, and she is a great singer. Katherine wasn't interested in acting at first, but she accepted the offer to be in Doctor Who because it's an iconic show. This episode brings Sanna Wallenberg, the producer, believed that Jenkins was a perfect fit for the role, though she was nervous. We also have a brilliant entrance when the Doctor came down in the fireplace. Matt Smith was actually pleased with that entrance, noting the similarities between the Doctor and Santa Claus. However, a stuntman performed the scene. We learned that controls only works by Kazran and his father. This was taking inspiration from a church organ. This episode marked the debut of Michael Pickwood as the new set designer. Pickwood and Haynes worked together to create the town, incorporating elements that would be needed in a society that shared its daily life with fish. Nearly all windows in the town are round, reminiscent of submarines. The structures were made out of metal, filmed at a local steel works. Kazran's study was designed to be very large, as Kazran spent several scenes in there alone. The walls were intended to look like copper that had turned green, which when combined with the red drapes created the Christmas colours of red and green. The painting of Kazran's father was created by taking a picture of Gambon, lightly printing it on a canvas and painting in the details. So as Kazran gets servants to take the family out of his property, the kid threw a stone at Kazran and he was about to hit him, but he couldn't, so the family got sent out and the Doctor wonders why he couldn't hit him. While the spaceship is trying to land safely, Amy phones the Doctor, and I love the scene where the Doctor gets distracted when he sees a flying fish around the street lamp.
Why would people be frightened of you tiny little fellas? Look at you sweet little fishy wishes.
So the video of young Kazran doing a vlog played, which is where we learn that he got hit by his dad, as he thinks that fish are dangerous. So the Doctor came back, introducing himself as Ghost of Christmas Past.
Who are you?
Tonight, I'm a ghost of Christmas past.
So he used the TARDIS to take himself in the time where Kazran is a child, He wasn't fooled by psychic paper. Kazran wanted to see the fish, so the Doctor made his dreams come true. So they hid in the wardrobe as they have a conversation. The Doctor sees a tiny fish nibbling on his sonic screwdriver. The bit where Skyfish nibbles on the sonic screwdriver, the screwdriver was dangled in front of a green screen and tapped with a pen to create effects of the fish nudging it, which is a pretty cool way to do that. The bit where the shark came in was terrifying, gave me the goosebumps. So the Doctor and Kazran took cover in the wardrobe. I loved his line when he's like, "There's a shark in my bedroom." So the Doctor went inside the shark to get his sonic screwdriver back.
Open wide!
It was later dying on the roof. Fog sharks are another type of predatory flying fish from the planet Ember, and I thought they're pretty cool. The concept of fog shark was based on Stephen Moffat's childhood fear of sharks, which had evolved to swim outside the water. So the Doctor and young Kazran arrived in the basement full of freezing chambers and finds Abigail in one of them. They played a video of Abigail being grateful for what Elliot did, and she loves fish. So they realise they're being followed by a shark. Scary. The running is so intense. After Kazran runs and old Kazran shouting "run," Kazran finds Abigail out of her box singing to the shark as the shark is dying. The Doctor came and keeps getting bitten by a fish in the neck for talking. It's a funny scene. While old Kazran looks at the picture of Abigail on his wall and looking at his old photos, the Doctor, Abigail and Kazran took the shark into the fog. So the Doctor and Kazran returns Abigail in the ice chamber, then waking her up a year later, and the numbers on her door is counting down. I really love the scene where he uses a carriage as a sleigh and Shark as a reindeer and they went for a ride. That's amazing. To maintain secrecy of the episode's plots, the model shark was given the code name Clive. The scenes in which the characters ride through the air in a sleigh pulled by one of the flying sharks was filmed in front of the green screen. The sleigh was in fact a rickshaw which crew members rocked back and forth as a wind machine created the effect of flying through the air. As it was impossible to film underneath the rickshaw, a miniature model of the sleigh was used for the shots underneath the sleigh instead of CGI effects. So the third time the Doctor, Kazran and Abigail went to New York and Egypt and many places. Sixth time the Doctor appears with teenager Kazran and seemingly gonna become more than friends with Abigail.
Merry Christmas!
Kazran.
As they arrived, Abigail seemingly crying outside the house, and she mentions that it's the life she can never have. So the Doctor invites Abigail and Kazran in the house with the family while Kazran is helping the guy to decorate and the Doctor is playing the cards with a kid. Abigail and her sister Isabella, who doesn't understand about every Christmas Eve, so they decide to have Christmas instead of the next day.
3, 2, 1,
After everyone pulled the crackers, the kid found the card inside it, the same one he played with the Doctor. So after returning Abigail, Kazran kissed her, then later on Christmas Eve, at the poolside, Abigail wanted to tell Kazran the truth, so they kissed and the Doctor came in and begging them to leave, as he accidentally got engaged with Marilyn Monroe. So they returned Abigail again. Kazran wanted to end their Christmas Eve time because he's outgrown it.
This, every Christmas Eve, is getting a bit old. Old? Well, Christmas is for kids, isn't it?
So the Doctor gave him half of his sonic screwdriver, so then Kazran has a Christmas with his father, who figures out how to control the clouds, the fog, the fish. So Kazran left and closed the curtains on the Doctor, so old Kazran sees his dad's portrait back on the wall. Amy, as a hologram, appeared, and I love the bit when Kazran was like, "Ghost dressing up like that."
I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
A ghost? Just like that?
eyes off the skirt.
Oh, it's amusing. So Amy shows Kazran in the vault with people singing Silent Night and shows him about a spaceship about to crash land, and Captain begs him to help. So he's back in his vault, the Doctor came back and shows him the future. After Kazran saying he doesn't care, the Doctor brought Charles Kazran as old Kazran was about to hit him. He gets few flashbacks, then cried saying sorry, which is a sad and happy moment.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. It's okay to be fine.
It's so emotional, the acting is phenomenal, and it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you cried watching that scene.
I'm so sorry.
As they try to sort out the clouds, Kazran couldn't work it because his dad didn't program it because of who Kazran is now, so Abigail's song did the trick, as her voice resonates perfectly with the ice crystals. It calms the shark and the sky down.
Silence is all you know.
So now the captain can land the ship safely. While Abigail sings to Kazran, the Doctor reunites with Amy and Rory and goes back to the TARDIS.
Got any more honeymoon ideas?
Well, there's a moon that's made of actual honey. Well, not actual honey.
Rory mentions that the Doctor has got a call from Marilyn, while Kazran and Abigail flying in their carriage pulled by a shark. What a fantastic Christmas special. Definitely Matt Smith's best Christmas episode. I remember first seeing the trailer and I couldn't be more excited.
What's so special about Christmas? I despise Christmas.
Time can be rewritten.
People can't. Who are you?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
So then I watched it on Christmas Day 2010 and I really loved it. What did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Can't wait to talk about Series 6. Thanks people as always for watching and see you in the next video.